to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Dr SuckIt, and I am broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters located someplace south of the North Pole on planet Earth. I know that kind of zooms it in a little bit too close, but, you know, I figure I can trust you, right? I can trust you. So let's see. So today I'm bringing to you a deck. It's a Dr SuckIt original called Rakdos Discard. I think yesterday or day before or something, I was playing with the deck, and I recognized how good Ob Nixilis was with being a discard agent. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one of my old discard decks. I'm going to jam some Ob Nixilis in there and then spice it up with a little bit more red. In fact, I could probably use more red than I have in here, but this is definitely a good start. So let's take a look at what we got going on. We'll talk about it, and then we'll play it and check it out. So at the low end, we've got Bloodchief's Thirst. We got 3 of those in there, it's a good way of taking care of creatures and planeswalkers, because for one, you could take out target player or planeswalker or creature with a mana value of 2 or less. And I don't think you could take out many planeswalkers that way, but whatever. You never know what the future is going to hold. Except for the fact that in Standard, this card's going to be rolling out in September, and I don't think there's any out there right now. I could be wrong, but you never see them. But anyways, if you play 4, you can take out any creature or planeswalker. So it's a clutch card at the beginning of the game that usually turns into something good by the time you got 4 mana. So it's a good card. We got 3 Shambling Ghast in here. It's a 1/1 for 1. The good thing about this is the closest that black gets to like a ramp card. Because you put this guy out, she's a good blocker. Even if you attack, somebody blocks with it, and then usually you're killing something because it's a low end early game fight. Usually they got 1 for defense, but you could, using the -1/-1 ability, you could take out something with 2 for defense, or you just let it go to treasure, and you can use that's your ramp that you use to getting into the other stuff later on. We got Acquisitions Expert. So this girl's she's got not a huge butt, but it's a butt nonetheless at 2, which means that she could usually do a little bit more defense than your gas fan there. But also when she comes out into play, the target opponent reveals a number of cards in their hand equal to the number of creatures in your party. This is not a party deck, so we don't have any warriors or clerics or wizards, at least not that I'm aware of. Let's see what we got, even creature-wise here. So anyways, it just helps with the discard action there. Usually you're just getting rid of 1 card. The player chooses it, you get rid of it. Nice thing about it is that she's got a little bit of a butt to help for the defense. We've got Go Blank, which is one of my favorite discard cards, mostly because there's so much, flashback going on right now in the meta that this takes care of that. Because the target player discards 2 cards, and then you exile that player's graveyard. See you later, sucker. All those Velomachus decks that, any of those, the reanimators that throw things into their graveyard, this just blows those things out of the water. So anyways, Go Blank, one of the best discard cards out there. For 3, you get rid of 2 cards. They get to choose, but whatever. I'm cool with that. I don't really care what we're getting rid of at this point. Inscription of Ruin. Love this card. Anything that's a Swiss Army knife from this particular set was a Zendikar. God, I love these cards so much. For 3, you could pick any one of them. For 7, you can pick 2 of them. You can choose any number, so you can play all 3 of these effects if you had 7 mana, right? Target opponent discards 2 cards. Love it. Return target creature with mana 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, right? To the battlefield, which means Acquisition Expert or Shambling Ghast, which you're looking at there. This one will discard a card, will force your opponent to. This one will get you a treasure, probably, pretty quickly. What else we got going on with Inscription of Ruin? Destroy target creature with a mana value of 3 or less. That's a lot of things right now. All of that Kami of Transient, that guy's a 2. The Generous Visitor, that guy's a 1, I believe. Lots of great things you can destroy. No matter how big they are, you can get rid of them. Angels? Nah, you're not getting rid of angels. I mean, you can get rid of Gilda, or whatever her name is. The Giada, that's what it is. That new Giada angel. She's wonderful, but she's only 2 mana. So you could destroy her. You can get rid of the Valkyrie that grows over time. Yeah, there's lots of good things you could do with the Inscription of Ruin. Lots of good things. Here we go. Ob Nixilis. Now this guy only costs 3, which is fantastic. And one of the great things is that you can use that casualty X. So when he comes into play, you can sacrifice another creature, and you can create a duplicate Ob Nixilis out of the deal, who will have loyalty equal to that creature's power. So that means usually you're going to be taking out an Acquisition Expert or Shambling Ghast. That's all fine. I mean, you're going to have one for loyalty, but what you want to do is you want to use that +1. Each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card, so that they're either losing 2 life or they're discarding a card. And with your regular Ob Nixilis who comes out with a 3, you can play the devil part or whatever. So that way, when you do it on the other one that's plussing up, you can gain that 2 life as well. And if you don't feel like gaining life, you got plenty of life, you just go for the double +1s, because that is great. See, -7 is target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I don't want to say mill, because it's not mill, but I'm not even sure I'd even care about the -7 effect, at least not in this deck. We got the Long Reach of Night. We got 2 of those in here, so it's a saga card. And each opponent sacrifices a creature unless they discard a card. So either they're sacrificing a creature or they're discarding. And I can tell you with this deck, I want them to be light on cards. They're going to not have the opportunities that having a handful of cards is going to present to them. So this does that for 2 turns in a row. And if they don't have any cards, they just have creatures, they got to get rid of those creatures. And at the end, you got a 0/4 creature with Menace. And whenever it attacks, it gets +1 or +X+0 until the end of turn, where X is the number of creature card in defending player's graveyard. And with all of this carding you're forcing them to do, I'm hoping they're going to have a lot of creatures in their graveyard. So this guy could be, with Menace, they're hard to block and super powerful. And look at the butt on that. It's a 4. It's going to be able to block. We got the Westgate Regent. In reality, this is just, Dr SuckIt loves this card. I love this card, and it doesn't really go with anything. I mean, they have to discard a card to be able to nuke them, so it's kind of a penalty on their part, which then also kind of plays into it. You can go for Tegrid as well. I just like the fact that you have to take care of the Regent as quickly as possible. Otherwise, this dude is going to get swole, right? He's gonna double up, because whenever he deals combat damage to a player and he's got flying, you put that many +1/+1 counters on it. You got to get rid of it. And so he becomes this immediate threat. I was thinking maybe Toxrill, but Toxrill's a 7, Westgate Regent's a 5, and it's just something. If you really wanted to, you could put something else in here. You just need a big bad of some sort. And this guy's so cash about the whole situation. Invoke Despair, gotta love this card so much. So Invoke Despair, you pay 5, and target opponent sacrifices a creature and an enchantment and a planeswalker. For each of those that they can't do, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. So there's a little bit of card draw for you, more life loss for them. Otherwise, and you're getting rid of you're clearing a lot of things off the board. We got Burn Down the House. This is your board wipe. I didn't put Meat Hook Massacre in here. I started off that way, but I thought, we're going to go for Burn Down the House. And the reason why is because I kind of really wanted those devils. Love the devils. It works well with Ob Nixilis, so that way you don't have to use the devil power, the -2. If you just have some devils out regardless, then Ob Nixilis can totally make use of that and totally help out. Burn Down the House does 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. You can do a lot of damage to yourself with this one, but oh, look at all that art. That is just glorious. I never even look at the devils in the background hanging from the windows or anything. I usually focus on the big 2, like the guy that's on top of the roof in the front and the guy standing on top of the pile to the side. But there's at least 2 more. I bet you there's probably even more devils hidden in there I can't even see right now. But anyways, in the second abilities, you create 3 1/1 red devil tokens with haste. Great thing about devils is that when they die, it deals 1 point of damage to any target. So there's a lot of things you could do with that extra point of damage. Lots of things. We got 3 Blood on the Snow because, man, it's black. You got to do it. So we got 3 of them in here. It costs 6. You destroy either all creatures or all planeswalkers, and then you get to bring something back from the graveyard equal to the number of snow mana that you paid to get things out. If we look at what we got snow, snow, snow. We got lots of snow. We got some abandoned mines. I'm not sure these are really worth it, but we'll see what happens. Hive of the Eye Tyrant, that's our big boy who's going to be our real creatures if all this stuff doesn't really pan out. This guy is the end game, and usually they work out very well that way. So let's see. That is the deck. It might be nice to put a little bit more red in here, but I'm not exactly sure what I would do with it quite yet. But we'll see. Anyways, let's go try this one out and see how well it does. Subscribe. All right, we're playing against SDMutt, or it's South Dakota Mutt, or it's just SDMutt. Who knows? Let's see. We've got 2 mana. That costs 2. That costs 3. These guys cost 3. I think we can go for it. I think we could do it. We're going first. It's nice to have 7 cards in your full hand. Let's see where we can go. I know that we can at least get him to discard something. Nice. All right, I'm going to go for the red just to set the stage. We'll pop out medium butt there. Look at all of her runes. All right, Elspeth, suck it. Right to the graveyard with you. Touch the precious. All right, we got a 3rd mana, which is going to allow us to... I'm not going to go blink quite yet, but I will go after his stuff with this one. Yoink. What's funny is he's playing with the Planeswalker that's all about discard. That's where I learned to love discard, was with whatever that guy is when he doesn't look like that. He's got a weird face instead. That was the first discard deck I loved. I used to play multiplayer back in the day. You don't play discard in multiplayer. Oh, that's quite a waste of Vanishing Verse. You don't play it. Like Counterspell is another thing that doesn't work out terribly well in multiplayer. There's just way too many targets to go after. So when I started playing Arena and you're just playing one-on-one, I really learned to love discard because you can actually do a lot with that. Things I didn't learn to love counterspells. I think those are just jerk spells. Oh, that's not good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and... What is this thing? 3 mana. We can take out the Inscription Ruin later. So I'm going to go ahead and go blank on this guy's butt. Make him play from the top of his... Make him top deck from now on. That's not going to do it, so we're done. Nice to get another black mana, though. And that'll do it. Black. Alright, well I got 4, so let's pop this guy's head. Alright, let's okay, I can't get that thing discarded at this point. He's holding it back. So I'm going to go ahead and Hive the Eye Tyrant. Boink. That way we can invoke Despair if he plays with as a creature and just wipe whatever it is out. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, alright. Yoink. Nice. Ooh, long reach good night. Or long reach of the night. Alright, I'm gonna pop this out. So what do I got here? I got 3, 6, 7. Excellent. He really wants that, so guess what's gonna happen? You're giving it up. I know a lot of people would just give up at this point. Yeah, I try to hide that one as well. Playing against discard sucks sometimes. Alright, we got the time to waste, so I'll waste it. Let's play this as black. I don't need that much red. All attack. Guess what we're getting rid of? Yoink. Alright, unfortunately, that is not specifically like great. What do I have in here? Anything creature-wise? Nope. Yeah, that's the end of my ability. I could have taken the damage a little bit, but I should have just chucked it back. There we go. That's looking good. Oh, heck yeah! What do I got here? Okay, so I've got 5, and I need, what is it, 3 for this guy? 4? 1, 2, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 and 4 is 9. That should do it. So let's pop this guy out. And take him in. Let's get rid of anything. Combo turn permanent to the graveyard. Let's get rid of that guy. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'm not letting you play. Victory! Subscribe. I have to keep track. Alright, we're playing against Yoko. I don't appreciate what you did to the Beatles, Yoko. Alright, let's keep it. 3 mana is always my sweet spot. We don't have a great way forward. Go blank's not going to help out too much. Let's just see. Let's go for the black. All right, and I might as well do red. So playing against another Rakdos deck. Let's say I'm going to go with this one. We could follow it up with the one that gets rid of the graveyard in a second. And what are we looking at here? Oh, pretty standard. Bunch of black control. Oh, he's playing against his own discard. Okay. No, not the great card. Alright. We're not having creature to sacrifice, so we're just going to do this. We'll pop out. We'll take the damage. 1 more black mana would be so nice right now. He needs another mana until he can start getting the mana out of things. I guess the bugbear. Oh, there, yeah. Suck it. There we go. Westgate Regent. And there we go. Doesn't want to discard. Let's take it in. I'm gonna go for the Devils. I should have played them already, but I didn't. Because Shambling Ghast is going to take out at least 2 of them to go for a block. Discard a card. There it is. There's my target. Oh, the humanity. You're not supposed to take my own guy. No, not Ob Nixilis, no! No, that's not right. All right, suckerfish. Another Westgate Regent. Should I invoke? Let's invoke Despair. Let's just go to town. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, looks like we're just going to Westgate Regent it then. And we'll go in for the attacks. Block another. Yoink. 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 There's going to be a third. There we go, right there. Come on, black mana for me on the next turn. Next turn, black mana. And there we go. Suck it, Yoko. Suck it. I've been waiting to say that for 50 years. When did the Beatles break up? 1970? Yeah, that's right. Suck it, Yoko. Subscribe. And we're playing against olimobi. Is it olimobi? I don't know. 3 mana, gotta love it. Everything looks good, let's keep it. We'll be able to play with a little Shambling Ghast at first, that's not too bad. Let's give him a twirl. Hey man, how's it going? Alright, Shambling Ghast. Ooh, we're gonna see some citizens here. I'm gonna chill out. All right, I just don't want to waste the Bloodchief's thirst on a citizen. I'd really like to do my Invoke Despair at this point. All right, is 3 gonna get us anything good? Let's see. I'm not in a huge race. Let's just go ahead and do this. We'll pop it off as a red, and we'll choke it back. We'll guarantee ourselves they'll come for the attack. We'll kill something, and we'll pull out a treasure out of that deal. So that means we'll be at point for 5 on the next turn. Send in the clowns, Rufio. Don't make you touch your fish. That's lots of tokens there. They didn't go for it. It'd be really nice to start wiping the board though, wouldn't it? We're getting super close. I could do it on the next turn, which means if I do this, they'll start popping their own dudes with a long reach Ignite. This long reach of the night. Let's do that. No attacks. Cool. Alright, so the problem is now they'll be able to avoid having to get rid of the wedding announcement. Awesome. Create the treasure. Alright. Sacrifice a creature there, my friend. Oh no, the house, it done burned down. Wonk. Alright, here comes number 2. Let's invoke a little despair. Let's see. I can't play Ob Nixilis. They're good. Done. I think he's got nothing in his graveyard, huh? He's just been playing token creatures like crazy. No, I can't do that, cancel. Whew. Yeah, that guy's thing's got 0, that's not going to help me out at all. He's got nothing there to really work with. And I got a devil. I got a devil. Let's start killing some dudes. That's a lot of tokens. It'd be nice if he actually had some creatures in his deck. That'd be super. Let's see what we're gonna do here. We will block Sergio and LaQuisha there. Not Ob Nixilis, no! Nice to get another board wipe. There it is! As Merchant used to say, magic is easy when you ask for what you want. Suck it, suckerfish! I'd like to get rid of that enchantment though. Do I have anything here that can come back? I can bring back Ob Nixilis. That'd be kind of nice. There's nothing for me to wipe at the moment, so I'll just wait. Let's go ahead and... What does this thing do? Just turn target creature card. We're going to do some of this. See you later, 2 cards in your hand. I got creature-wise there. Just a Ghast. Yeah, okay. That's spiteful, dude. Was that a Landa? Target opponent discards 2 cards. Yeah, I'll just continue to be a jerk. Sorcery, sorcery, sorcery. Okay, that's not going to help out. Alright, 4 more turns to go and they're dead. Plus, discard or your life. Discard or your life. Yeah, I'd do the same thing. I'm rewiping the board again. I am going to wipe the board. All creatures. Bringing back a Ghast. There we go. No, she was my favorite undead, disgusting freak. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and not enough for both. All right, Westgate Regent, I choose you. And he's got nothing in his hand. I could do this. Let's destroy a creature with a mana value of 3 or less, like that guy. Alright, you get nothing. You are top decking, Senor Snotty Pants. Victory! Victory! Subscribe. All right, here we are with Rakdos Discard, a Dr SuckIt original, and this deck has won 100% of the time. 100% of the time. I think mathematically it's the most perfect Magic deck that has ever been created, based upon those stats. Of course, I've only played it 4 times, but you know, that's 4 wins right there, baby. So let's try to rate this one. Is this deck fun? Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. It totally touches the inner Dr SuckIt's child there, because I love a good discard deck, and it's got that control that comes with the black control and the burn down the house, which is, I gotta say, I think I love Meathook Massacre, but there's that part of me that loves burn down the house. It's just so alliterative, the way that you just take everything out for 5 points of damage. Ob Nixilis, it's like I found my love for him. The fact that they discard or they lose 2 life. Suck it, everybody who's playing against me. Is there a theme? Well, that theme's discard, and this deck does it. And is it competitive? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's won 4 times in a row, so I think it's got a lot of juice to it. Will it hold up against competitive decks? I don't know. I'll have to keep playing it. The big thing is I haven't seen this anyplace else, so I can't tell you how competitive it is. But so far, it's done very well. It's everything I'm looking for sometimes in a deck, and I had lots of fun. I can tell you that if I was playing against it, having my hand completely destroyed and having all creatures I play wiped out, I would not find it to be very fun. So I guess that's what you're going on. I think your opponents are not going to have fun. And so if that doesn't float your boat, if not letting your opponents have fun, then this is not going to be a fun deck for you. But if you like your opponents to suffer and usually rage quit, then yeah, this deck's going to totally rock. So yeah, that's the deck, Rakdos Discard. I hope you have as much fun with it as I do. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.